I have not done any videos in a really long time, and I did not realize my camera was this bad. So one of my favorite things to do on the internet is just following weird rabbit holes on sites like eBay or Etsy just to find the absolute weirdest obscure corners of those sites, which is actually difficult to do on purpose. Like, if I try to set out to find these things specifically, you mostly get to, like, weird on purpose things, like Archie McPhee stuff, like an inflatable wizard hat for your cat, or tiny hands for your fingers, or, like, horrible candy canes. Not genuine, just inexplicable artifacts of strangeness, but people trying to be weird, which mostly you just end up with the, like, look at me, I'm so crazy and random, I'm selling a rubber chicken. I mean, sometimes those can be fun too, but what I'm really looking for are the deeper caverns of the internet, which are very hard to find unless you just sort of trip over it and get lost somewhere. I've completely ruined my recommendations by doing this too. I get notifications like this now, while eBay's algorithm is just struggling trying to figure out what to do with someone who mostly searches for haunted objects and Disney memorabilia. I'm just going to be talking about eBay for this one. Maybe I'll dig around Etsy another time. So eBay actually has dedicated categories for weird stuff, which, again, I feel like if you're intentionally categorizing your stuff as weird, the chances it's just trying really hard to be weird is very likely. But the categories of weirdness, according to eBay, are really weird, slightly unusual, and totally bizarre. I have no idea what the difference between those categories is. That just seems like a really arbitrary distinction to me. So my main categories of weird stuff on eBay, as I've come to understand them, are things shaped like other things, most commonly in Jesus or Harambe form for some reason, or, you know, certain reproductive organs. I'm not going to show that. Haunted dolls, haunted everything, just there's a huge market for deceased human souls or demon spirits or whatever on the internet, let me tell you what. Lots of weird taxidermy or taxidermy supplies. There's also, like, mortician equipment in here, which I guess if you're a mortician, you gotta get your supplies somewhere, but they're also just really weird sometimes, like new human body bag, cadaver, corpse, death, funeral, embalm, body bag. Make a great addition to your funeral collection. That definitely wasn't posted by a serial killer. And then there's this other category of thing where it's like world's longest piece of fresh grass, or one orbee. One. You get one. And the only thing I can think of to try to explain this is that it's either like they're like a cover for something somehow, like they're actually selling drugs or something, or they're just jokes. If I was obscenely rich, I would buy some of these just to see what I even end up with, but I'm not, so we're not going to do that. So things shaped like other things. You can buy chips or potatoes or chicken nuggets or whatever shaped like hearts as a romantic gift for Valentine's Day. A chicken nugget that resembles Donald Trump, I guess. This one isn't even shaped like anything, it's just bigger than other chips, I guess. More Harambe. That one's actually pretty good. But mostly I'm just baffled as to why anyone would want these things. Like, do people buy these? Is there legitimately a market for this? Now, I understand to an extent the Jesus or the Virgin Mary stuff. I guess some people might believe that it's some kind of sign from God or something. Like, it's a miracle, so that might be why you want to buy this. But if it is a message from God, I don't understand what that message is supposed to be. Like, what knowledge is he imparting to us by sending us a selfie in chicken nugget form? And really, that image of Christ is almost definitely not what Jesus looked like in the first place, but that's a tangent. So, okay, maybe there might be some religious motivation for those. Again, a lot of these might just be joke listings. Maybe they don't really think someone's going to give them $650 for a Cheeto that sort of vaguely looks like Cthulhu, I guess. Like, they just think it's funny, they're not really taking it seriously. I also don't know why Harambe, of all things, is so big in the things shaped like other things eBay community. I don't really know why that was ever a meme in the first place, but it's definitely long dead now. But beyond that, like, what do you do with them? Do you display it somewhere? Do you eat them? I can't think of any possible use for this. Haunted dolls and other haunted stuff. This is apparently a huge business on eBay. I see this a lot. There's all these people selling dolls or clown paintings they're claiming are haunted or cursed, often claiming to be outright dangerous. Like, they'll say things like, "Cursed, warning, is extremely active, will ruin your life. It is extremely evil and needs to be handled with caution. Warning, seller is not responsible for the actions of this doll once sold." I don't know why you'd want that in your house. There's also just, like, a lot of spells and demon spirits or whatever, like, pay me $1,000 and I'll put a curse on your ex kind of thing. Or you could summon a custom conjure shadow person. They are very good for smaller revenge tasks as they can scare people. I don't really understand why eBay allows people to sell things like that, since there's really no way you could verify that you're actually capable of providing what you're selling. And if it was verifiable, that's basically just like hiring a hitman, except it's a witch. A hit witch? Very creepy knife limb doll, very scary and sharp, potentially haunted. This one claims she has intense sexual desires, which is an incredibly concerning selling point here. Romi Haunted Clown Object. I love that he's just Clown Object. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I would buy him if he wasn't $40. This spell is specifically designed for spirit keepers to help better communicate. I like to think this one was like some frustrated spirit medium just having a really bad time with her boyfriend or something. Like, this spell is to help better communicate, Brad. This one says it's not haunted, but offers no further information, which leads me to believe this Elvis doll might actually be haunted. A haunted water bottle. This one's really going to a lot of trouble to stress how evil this clown is, but I mean, look at him. He looks like a nice enough guy. I'd be his friend. This one's claiming to be a box of creepy stuff from the dark web, but gives absolutely no indication of what stuff it could possibly contain, since, I mean, you can already buy demons and ghosts on the regular web, apparently. And if this is, like, illegal dark web murder victim photos or something, wouldn't they just be selling it on the dark web? It just says, a collection of creepy stuff from the dark web that I've acquired from the dark web. Like, there could be literally anything in this box. I guess they're just really hoping someone will be curious enough to spend, like, $50 on it. I also looked at the rest of the seller's page to see if they had anything else, and it's mostly just paintings, but one of these paintings it's the most horrifying thing I have ever seen. You might want to brace yourself for this. Yeah. Here we have the Ring of 20,000 Jinn. Angels. Watcher ring grants wishes. Powerful. Honestly, that's the best deal I've ever seen. You could have these dolls with one angry child spirit in it for hundreds of dollars, or you could get this ring for $75 and get 20,000 angels. I can't imagine what kind of deal they have with these 20,000 angels to be able to sell that kind of power for $75. That's just impressive. So I don't believe that any of these dolls are actually haunted. Maybe they could be. I think the obvious answer here is that people like spooky stuff. They're trying to capitalize on the goths who like weird dolls market. Can't imagine who that would appeal to. But the thing is, if the seller does genuinely believe this doll is haunted, then why are you trying to sell it on the internet? If they just want to get rid of it, there's got to be an easier way to throw it out. If you do believe it's haunted, selling it on the internet sounds like a fantastic way to make a ghost really, really mad at you. I mean, I'd be offended if I was a ghost and someone picked up my doll body and sold me to a goth teenager on the internet. If I wasn't gonna haunt them before, I'm definitely gonna haunt them now. And isn't this just buying and selling the souls of dead children as pets? Curiosities? There's also a lot of these accounts that seem to make their living on selling haunted dolls. So at that point, I really just want to know where they're getting them all. How do you have a constant source of dolls inhabited by dead children? Are we not acknowledging that? And if the buyer genuinely believes it's haunted, why would you ever buy something that the seller is actively telling you will ruin your life? I guess maybe people buy them on dares or something, like, you don't scare me, I'm going to buy this doll and nothing will happen to me. But then the seller has your money anyway, so they don't really care. You're not really winning in this situation. Yay! I couldn't think of a good name for this one. We have a bottle of air from Indiana, which is only slightly less expensive than the haunted bottle of air. I am a garlic. I don't, it says, I am a garlic. I am one of a kind. All proceeds from this sale will be used to purchase more garlic. The garlic in the image is the exact garlic you will receive and will be shipped in garlic protecting packaging. We sing the garlic bedtime lullabies to ensure the garlic is always in a good mood. Purchase will include a manual on how to properly care for this garlic. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. I am a non-attorney spokesperson. Yeah. I also found this weird, test category. It says test category for internal use only, parent level 2. And I don't think I was supposed to find this. Really creepy, hyper-realistic silicone models of feet and hands. There's a lot of these. They're mostly feet, and I'm not gonna speculate on what those are supposed to be for. There's also several things claiming to be the most expensive thing on eBay, which clearly are not the most expensive thing on eBay. None of them even hold up to the Swarovski hamster coffin I found right next to the skull thing there. I don't know how to find the single most expensive thing on eBay, but I did find this ring for $20 million and a hotel. eBay actually has an entire category for real estate, which I didn't know that was a thing. You can buy a house on eBay, apparently. Bizarre prank, ew, extreme big size latex cockroach, gross. Anyway, I think that's all I have for now. I would love to see your weird eBay finds or your experiences if you've ever actually bought any of these weird things, or what you think the rarest form of cheeto is. Later.